Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So as promised, I'm bringing you guys a combo video on my Blue Eyes deck. I know a lot of y'all been requesting this, so I figured I should go and bring that up to you now. And just show you like two test hands like I've been doing before. One going first, one going second. And just like kind of help you guys understand like the concept of how to play the Blue Eyes deck. Alright, so let me go and finish shuffling up here and we'll get started. Alright, so let's see what our opening hand looks like. Alright, okay, Sage, not a bad start. Silver's Cry, not bad. Effect Veiler, okay. Trade-In. And then our last card is Blue Eyes White Dragon. That's actually perfect. So now we got enough to work with. So let's start by going first. So what do we want to do? Well, you can go with Sage with Eyes of Blue if you want to normal summon him just to search out one of your light attribute tuners. We do have Effect Veiler, and it's always good just to have that Whitestone as backup in case we need to summon it next turn. So let's do that. Let's go normal summon Sage with Eyes of Blue, and we're going to search out our Whitestone of Ancients. Alright, so we got one of those. Let's go and reshuffle and we'll cut. Alright. And then we're going to go and activate our Trade-In card. So, activate Trade-In, you're going to dump Blue Eyes White Dragon to the grave to draw 2 more cards. Alright, we're actually off to a great start here. So now we're actually going to go and activate Melody of the Awakening Dragon. We activate it. We're going to go and discard the Whitestone of Ancients we just added to our hand to search out 2 Blue Eyes cards. Let's go ahead and add... We'll go ahead and add another alternative. That way, we can grind out our deck further, and another Blue Eyes White Dragon. Alright. Next, reveal Blue Eyes White Dragon to special summon our alternative White Dragon, and then activate Silver's Cry to special summon the Blue Eyes that's in our graveyard. Alright, so now we got 2 powerful dragons, and as well as a Sage. So what do we want to do from here? Well, there's plenty of options you can go with. Let's go ahead and just link off our Sage, go into our Linkuriboh. That way, it's just there to be there. And then for X, we could also go ahead and XC summon if we wanted to. And we might as well. So let's go ahead and let's see here. Yeah, let's go ahead and just go into Photon Lord. I was sorry about that, guys. I was kind of thinking of like what card we should go with. So let's go into a Photon Lord. Just go and overlay the 2 Blue Eyes monsters. Go into number 90, and then we can pretty much just sit from there. Because we still have Effect Veiler, we got a Negation as well. We still got these guys. And then, of course, once we end our turn, on our end phase, Whitestone of Ancients will trigger off. So never forget this effect. Most people often do, so never forget it. So we're going to go and summon out our Dragon Spirit of White. That way, in case if we need to get a Blue Eyes White Dragon back out, we have the Whitestone of Ancients. So, Dragon Spirit of White, for sure. Alright, and of course, Photon Lord lets us use either one of his effects once per turn, I believe. Let me make sure on that. Let's see. Yeah, each of the following effects. So, we have a Negation, and we can also dig out our deck for a Galaxy Ice Photon Dragon. So, it's our opponent's turn, he activates an effect. We use Photon Lord to detach 1, negate the effect, but we can't destroy it because he doesn't have a Photon as material. And then, during his turn, we could also use his effect to dig out our deck and go ahead and equip, either add a Photon to our hand or attach it to him as material. We're going to attach it as material. So we're going to give him Galaxy Ice Photon Dragon. And then if my opponent happens to summon a monster, we can use Dragon Spirit of White's effect to tag out, get Blue Eyes White Dragon from our hand. And we still have the Effect Veiler as another form of negation. So, and we still got Linkuriboh, which will also weaken our opponent's monsters substantially if he attacks. So that's one of the great things about this deck. Alright, so our next turn comes up, Blue Eyes White Dragon yet again. So we could go and reveal it to our opponent, and then special summon our alternative White Dragon. And this pretty much just ends into an OTK if possible. So, and just on the safe side of things, we could also go ahead and link climb if we wanted to, but we're not going to. So just flip everything into attack mode and just basically, just OTK your opponent. So that's it going first. Let's go and reshuffle our deck, and I'll show you a different hand. just one card. So yeah, that was a really good hand to start with, and yeah, it's just like, it's really good. I like this deck. It's fun. Alright, so now let's see what our hand looks like going second. Okay, White Stone of Ancients, not bad. Glow Bulb, rather not usually open up with this. Okay, Ultimate Creature of Destruction. Okay, Melody, that actually helps a lot, actually. And then lastly, another White Stone of Ancients. Okay, so on the plus side, this... Bad news is we open up with 3 level 1s, but on the plus side, I can actually get both of these in the graveyard in the same time, so... our opponent goes first, you know, he sets up a board, and it's our turn to draw. Okay, Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon. Not bad, but we'll work with it. Alright, so I guess the best thing to do is start off with Melody of the Awakening Dragon. Let's go ahead and ditch one of our White Stone of Ancients to the grave to search out our Blue Eyes White Dragons. So we're going to search out one regular Blue Eyes and one alternative, like so. Now, I could also Synchro Climb, actually, into True King of All Calamities instead, so let's try that. So, let's do this. We're going to go and reveal the Blue Eyes, special summon the alternative. And we're actually going to go ahead and normal summon Glow Bulb. Alright? Now, we're going to go and Synchro Summon these two out. And go for... Oh, wait, wrong way, I'm sorry. We're actually going to go into Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon. Now, of course, you can go into Crystal Wing if you so choose. That way you can bounce back one of your opponent's monsters. But let's just go ahead and say we're going for the True King play. Effective Spirit Dragon. Summon out your starter Spark Dragon. Alright? And then Glow Bulb's effect. You're going to mill the top card of your deck. Ah, too bad. But that's fine. We're going to go and special summon this back from the grave. Alright? Now you're going to go into Cloud Castle. So tune Glow Bulb with starter Spark Dragon. Go into Cloud Castle. Alright, then Cloud Castle's effect, we're going to special summon back the Blue Eye Spirit Dragon that we just summoned. And then because we summoned, normal or special summoned a Blue Eyes, we can reset the Ultimate Creature of Destruction that's already in our grave. But we have to banish it, so that's fine. Because we still have another one too, also. Now, you're going to overlay Spirit Dragon with Cloud Castle. Go into True King of All Calamities. Attack or defense mode. If you're confident to put him in attack mode, go ahead. But the best way is always put him in defense mode because his defense points is equal to his attack. And then go and put him into attack mode later. Alright, so we got True King of All Calamities. That's set and done. We can go and set our second Ultimate Creature of Destruction and just end our turn. And of course, on the end phase, we still get the effect of that White Stone of Ancients. Again, never forget that, because that card could easily affect your affect your chances of winning, basically. Let's go for a Dragon Spirit of White in case your opponent happens to have a back row card. Dragon Spirit of White would banish a card. Alright, and then our opponent's standby phase, use True King's effect, detach one, declare light or whatever attribute one. I'm just going with light that way since my deck is primarily a light attribute deck, and your opponent can't really activate monster effects this turn. And then, of course, at any given time, you can tag out with Dragon Spirit of White, go into Blue Eyes White Dragon. Alright? So, what's the next move? Well, our opponent's pretty much stuck, so we can actually go into our turn again, safely. Draw. Okay. Trade in. So let's go and activate that trade in. To get rid of that Photon Dragon, to draw 2 more cards. Okay. Go and use White Stone of Ancients in our graveyard to banish and add back one of our Blue Eyes. Let's go ahead and add the Dragon Spirit of White. Activate another trade-in. That way you can ditch and then draw 2 more cards. Okay, we got Return of the Dragon Lords. It's actually really good. And of course, Melody. So activate the Melody. We're going to discard our second White Stone of Ancients to search out our deck for another copy of Blue Eyes and, an alternative. Sorry guys, these are brand new sleeves, so they're relatively slippery. Alright. So we get our next Blue Eyes White Dragon as well as our, I believe it's our second copy of alternative. Yep. Alright, this goes, this stays. Reveal to special, and then we can activate Return of the Dragon Lords to special. Just go for Dragon Spirit of White, just because like we'll attack with that card first and then tag out for Blue Eyes White Dragon. And we actually drew into our third True King of all, or not True King of all Calamities, Ultimate Creature of Destruction. So we pretty much got our opponent in an OTK situation. So just on the safe side of things, you know, just detach one, call light again, and then yeah, move True King into attack mode. And then he basically, this is an easy OTK. We got Ultimate Creature of Destruction just in case our opponent happens to have a way to, you know, hurt our dragon. So yeah, that's really good. And of course, this one would have gotten banished. So yeah, this is basically how Blue Eyes works. It's a beatdown strategy, and with Ultimate Creature of Destruction, it gives it the edge it needs to, you know, have more built-in protection aside from the Return of the Dragon Lords. So anyway, that's the general idea of how to play this deck, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and yeah, I'll catch you guys on the next one.